then that's a problem. You had asked me an earlier question. Let me try and answer before I lose my thoughts. I was saying that we don't have a broadcasting bill, and that is where we should start from. What if we give you an allocation or a frequency to a radio station? What can you broadcast? What can't you broadcast? It is why we are seeing send them namin sendo. Bring it and let me double it for you. Sika Gari and all those nonsense. It's because
I thought it was being dealt with right now, at least gradually.
Look, we can deal with it at the level of criminality, right? But there's between criminality and non-crime, there's a lot of gap and nuances in there that there's no structure. I know the NMC somewhere around 2014, 2015, tried to pass the LI 2224 or something like that, because that law had its challenges. But we should first look for a broadcasting bill. Secondly, let us begin to look at how do we have a conversation around the social media platforms and its regulation so that we will protect human rights, we allow people to have free speech, but we also make sure that we don't abuse the platform. And now there's AI, there's extended reality and all that. If all of them, in the confluence of all of them, we begin to need to look at them. European Union has passed an AI law, right, to regulate AI. They have passed the Xtra media yes.
And I know in the UK, for instance,
yes,
they've been talking about digital ID and all of that with former Prime Minister Tony Blair leading the conversation.
Good. So we are really lagging behind when it comes to first the legal aspect of things. Then we can move to the normative side of things, okay? Building a verification culture even among journalists. How do we train our young people, with media information literacy? At what point should a young person appreciate that this is information being presented to me as news? This is actually advert. A radio presenter is speaking, playing music, presenting news at one point, and they switch to an LPM, and they will present their LPM as if they have tasted the product, they have drank it, they give it thumbs up. How will we differentiate? We need to inculcate all those habits in our little ones, in our church. So there's a whole structure that we are lagging that we need to begin to look at.